Hello guys, I'm going to teach you a little bit about databases and how to do searches on our Destiny database. So databases are kind of like a filing cabinet, except it's online. But you know how you have a big filing cabinet and you open the drawers, and then inside is like files, purple file, green file, blue file. Then you pick each file up and inside are different papers. It's kind of like that, how it's organized, and you can find one book, and then that book, or you could browse a subject, and that subject could bring you to another book. Okay, so we're going to do Native Americans, and we've kind of talked about using the keyword search, title, the author, subject, and a series. So Native Americans, it could be a title, but we're mostly going to look under subject or keyword. Native Americans would not be an author, so you wouldn't do that search. So we're going to do subject. And so then we'll say we want to narrow our search. We want to browse our subjects. So we can browse and we can look at different types of Native Americans. We can look at a biography. We can look at Native Americans in Alaska. If you arrow over, you can find more things. There's some Native Americans in fiction, folklore, and the Great Plains. Another biography ones, fiction. So let's just click on one. We'll look at the folklore of Native Americans. So there's 3 books that we could look at. 13 Moons on Turtle's Back, a Native American Year of Moons. Okay, then we are going to talk about a power search. So if we go up here to power, so we did a basic search just then. Now we're going to do a power search where we can use the Boolean words and, or not. And so we can either make it more narrow or less narrow. So we can decide what we want to do. So if we wanted to do Native Americans, or if we wanted some poetry and Native Americans, search. Let's see what we get. So we get 3 different books that have poems and Native Americans. Or we could use the or the not if we wanted to do it, Native Americans but not Indians. See what we'd find. So we'd have 17 books. So that made the search more wide, right? Gives more options. If we wanted more options, we could use the not or even the or. If we wanted more specific, then we look the way we just did a minute ago. Let's see. We can also limit things. And when we type in words, we don't need punctuation. And we don't need like little words. Like if we were going to do the title, if we do a title of the book, we didn't have to put in the Native Americans. So we don't need to put stop words in. Also, we could use wildcards. Wildcard, what is that, Miss Good? Wildcard is simple. Say you don't know how to spell the actual word. So you could put native. I'm not sure if that's an F or a V, so I can put an asterisk. And then Americans. Let's see if it'll bring it up. So it brings up Native Americans because using the asterisk is a wildcard. It brings in the correct spelling. I can also use a question mark. So I know how to spell native, maybe Native Americans. I'm not sure about that letter. And then it still brings up Native Americans. So I can use my wildcards to help me. Let's see. So we talked about the power search, which is an advanced search. We also have visuals in here. I've kind of a little bit, it's kind of harder to find like Native Americans. But if you went to, we have talked about going to Destiny Discover to type it in. And so we did Native Americans. This will bring the books. And you can also have filters with Destiny Discover subject, author, format, and just anything, but it shows you the books until you see a visualization. So some of us, K1 and 2 grades, we might want to use Destiny Discover. Just might be a little easier for us. But the older grades, we will want to use the regular catalog. Okay, I'm also going to teach you about PebbleGo. So if we go to PebbleGo next, this is also a database that has lots of information in it. It is a little different than the Destiny. Destiny is specifically based on the books we have in our library. This is just information that we can find and help us learn from. So I did search earlier of Native Americans and it did not bring anything up. So I was like, well, what do I do? But if you look right here in the first picture, it has American Indian history. So in Destiny, we did not want to use the word Indian, but in PebbleGo Next, we are going to want to use the word Indian to find more information. And it has different American Indians that you can choose, Sacagawea and Sitting Bull and different ones. And once you click on it, it'll bring you to that information. And then it has lots of different informations. It even has, if you were to need to cite this source and let everyone know where you got this information, it has a box where you can do that. It also has, where was that? Okay, make sure you exit out to go back to where you were. It tells you, it has lots of different information on the one subject. These are not books that you check out. These are just information site that you can read and learn from. And they even have timelines, videos, activities, dictionary. So this database is a little different than the Destiny database, but they both give us information that we can learn from. I hope that you think about using both of them. I want you to talk with your neighbors and discuss what topics that you want to look up and what kind of questions you can ask and what type of searches you would use. All right, happy hunting.